number three, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, teacher. Right. I
So the
feel.
house, the house where we lived was beautiful. Okay. Emily and I shared a room where we spent nights talking. Across the hall, I had a good friend whom I went to school. Uh, you need to use the preposition with whom, right? Because if you remember, like here, he's the writer. I worked for him. He's the writer that I worked for. Don't forget the preposition. Or you could use he's the writer for whom I work. And here, in this case, is with whom I went to school. Forget or with whom I went to school with. You have those two options.
Mhm. Did we saw that
Okay.
in the person lessons?
No, only here.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes. Oh, okay, understand. Mhm.
That's why
Mhm.
we're taking this book because there's some things that we didn't see in Pearson.
Okay, okay. Mhm.
I took it a little from a woman whom I met. Okay, yes. I remember one summer. Okay. Okay, great. The rest is okay.
Um, wait, teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
In number 4, and can you put my answers again?
Okay.
So how do I know that I need a preposition?
Because here you have a preposition with her.
In number 5, I don't have one. That's why, right?
Yes, you don't have one. I meant her. Though you don't have any
Okay.
preposition.
So is I had a good friend with whom I went to school.
Or I have a friend whom I went to school with. You have those two options.
Well, whom I went to school. Yes, at the end.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, teacher.
Okay. Let's work on this number 2, please.
Okay.
Okay, so the cousin. Many aspires student who many students already know. Many, why did your family settle in Atlanta? The cousin whom, why did you put who? It's whom.
Still why?
Because if you have like we after the space, that means that it's whom, right? If you remember.
Yeah. Mm,
Like,
yes. In the,
okay,
oh,
so
yeah.
this is
Yeah. You're right. Yes. It's
whom,
home.
whom, yes. Whom we stay with at first. Uh, lives here. That's the reason why we choose Atlanta. What's the most difficult thing about going to school in the US? The class in which I had the biggest problem at first was English. It was hard to say things which I wanted to. That's the biggest change which you've experienced so far. We used to live in a house where there was always a lot of people. Even parents and you two younger sisters who I take care of after school. Yes. Okay, the rest is fine. Okay, so we're gonna see this. Adjective clauses identifying and non-identifying. Okay, so here we have identifying adjective clauses. The computer which is in the family room is broken. The computer she bought last week is not working. And non-identifying, the computer which is in the family room is broken and the computer which she bought last week is not working. So the thing here, if you see the difference is the commas. Okay, so in these two you have commas in non-identifying. Okay, so which type of adjective clauses has commas around it?
The non-identifying ones.
Wait. True or false? You can leave out a relative pronoun only when it is an object relative pronoun in identifying adjective clause.
No, false.
Why?
Because that is in the non-identifying adjective clauses.
No, but they're saying like you can leave out. That means you can omit. And here we saw that in Pearson, if you remember, that we can omit sometimes the object relative pronoun. Like here it has parentheses, right?
Oh, you can leave out. Okay, okay, yes. I understand
Okay.
another thing. Yeah. Can
So
leave out
that's true.
the pronoun on some- So, teacher, so only the commas change the meaning of the sentence? Something like that.
They don't change the meaning. It depends. We're gonna see now. Okay, we're gonna see. Let's please read, and then I'm gonna explain to you this question about the commas. Okay,
Okay,
it is
okay.
explained, but it depends. Like here, it depends on the context and if you're trying to identify or not identify. Okay, so let's please read, and then
Okay.
you're gonna understand more clearly. Okay, I don't want to
Yes.
jump ahead. Okay,
Okay,
so
okay.
please read.
Okay. Adjective clauses can be identifying or non-identifying. Use an identifying adjective clause to identify which member of a group the sentence talks about. Okay, I have three phones. The phone which is in the kitchen is broken. The adjective clause is necessary to identify which phone is meant. Okay, use a non-identifying adjective clause to give additional information about the noun it refers to. The information is not necessary to identify the noun. I have only one phone. The phone which is in the kitchen is broken. Okay. The adjective clause gives additional information, but it isn't needed to identify the phone. Be careful, do not use that to introduce an unidentified adjective clause. Use who for people and which for places and things. Mary, who introduced us at the party, called me last night. Not Mary that introduced us at the party. Okay. In writing, a non-identifying adjective clause is separated from the rest of the sentence by commas. The switch, which is on the back, is off. Okay, the machine has only one switch. It's on the back. Okay, in speaking, a non-identifying adjective clause is separated from the rest of the sentence by brief pauses. The switch, which is on the back, is off. Okay, the machine has only one switch, well, it's on the back. Without commas or pauses, the clause is an identifying adjective clause, and the sentence has a very different meaning. The switch, which is on the back, is off. The machine has more than one switch. This one is off. Okay. Number 3, you can leave out object relative pronouns in identifying adjective clauses. That's a computer that I bought. That's a computer I bought. When I remember the day when I met him. I remember the day I met him. Usage note, the most common spoken form is the one with no relative pronoun. Okay. Number 4, you cannot leave out relative pronouns in a non-identifying adjective clause. Okay, she remembers Mark, who she visited often. Not she remembers Mark she visited often. Okay. Whose? That's the author whose book I read. I read. Not that's the author book I read. Okay. Where? That's the library where I work. Not that's the library I work.
That's the
Okay.
other was book I read. It was read, not read.
I read.
Yes, remember that it has the same form.
Yeah. Yes. Of course. Yeah. The pronunciation is
The difference, yes.
like,
Okay,
okay.
so here,
Okay.
answering to your question was about the commas. Well, it depends on if you're uh, like giving additional information or if it's necessary. Like here, the phone which is in the kitchen is broken. When you have three phones, that's unnecessary information. So that's in that case you don't use commas. But when you have only one phone, this is additional information that's not needed really to identify. Okay, so that's why it's not identified. Okay, so that's the thing. So also uh it could be you could use like you could have commas and no commas with the same sentence like here, depending on the context, right? So here if you don't have any commas, if you're like using the identify as a clause, that is giving you context that there are many switches. But if you're using commas, that's giving you context that there's only one, maybe, right?
Okay. So here, in the pause, there's a comma, right?
No,
In writing.
there's no.
Or no?
Yes, in writing, yes, in writing, yes,
Okay. Of
yes,
course.
you're right.
But in speaking, you pause in that word, like the
Well, I
switch,
guess so.
which
I
is on the
don't really
back,
think.
is off.
Yes, yes, I've never. Yes, I don't think that in reality you pause, to be honest. But in grammar at least, in writing at least, you use the commas.
Okay. Okay. That's clear. So can you go up to the question at the beginning?
Okay.
To leave out the word from. Oh, okay. I understand. You can leave out the adjective clause. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I
Any question?
understand,
Maybe
teacher.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, it's okay. Oh, in number 4. Wait. Number 4. You cannot leave out in a non-identifying adjective clause, right? Or always.
Yes, you
Who's
cannot
and
leave
where.
out the relative pronouns in non-identifying adjective clauses. So it's impossible. You can't do that.
And who's
Like
and where, neither.
neither. Yes, it's impossible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, it's clear. Rest.
Okay, so let's work on this, please.
Okay, I think that's it.
Okay. So, manifold. Okay, great. Now you need a comma here. Now, comma.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay, great. So let's move on. Mm, Okay, hold on. Okay, let's do this self-test. Uh, Let's please choose the answer.
Can you submit a little?
There.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Okay, teacher, that's it, I think.
Okay. That's my friend who lives in Rio. Yes. The planet which are. Yes. She's the woman who's as Dr. Four, Mary, who remember all. Okay, I used to enjoy the summer. Taking the role of film. Okay, please pay up at the bills. Great. Let's continue with this. Okay, 11, 12 until 22.
Okay.
Okay, let's review.
Yes.
Tell me about the city where you grew up. Great. Annie found the souvenirs that she wanted. After a week, we finally got to Miami. See, yes. Mm. Great, everything fine until here. Let's finish this. Let's do these three more. Okay, Van, who with I went to school, has become a famous writer. Why do you think here?
Van, who I went. So letter B.
B. Okay, do you remember the night which we ate at the restaurant that Bill owned?
Like when.
Great. Our our neighbors who their daughter babysits for us have moved.
Uh, whose daughter? Whose daughter?
Great. Okay. So we basically have 100% here in this test. Okay, so we're gonna do the other two that we saw. That means mm, that means I think it was this one, right? We saw also here. We saw adjectives and verbs at first, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yes, right? Yes, okay. 196. And phrasal verbs. Okay, let's do this, please. Okay, so I have the best job in the world. Oh, you didn't
Yes, yes,
finish.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I finished.
Okay, so in this case, let's see. I have the best job in the world. Correct. The apple pie smells wonderful. Okay, so if you remember here, let's see. Hmm. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here, uh, I think that the answer is wonderfully
Smells wonderful.
because it's an adverb.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think here's an adverb.
So it's wonderful, wonderfully like describing the verb, the smell in this
The verb,
case.
exactly.
Right.
Smells wonderfully,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Tim didn't play as well. Okay, so only one mistake. Let's continue with this, please.
The section two.
Yes, let's do that as well.
Picture. I finished.
Okay. Write the report first. It's more important than your other work. That's okay. Everything is correct. Okay, these two. The garbage in the street is more disgusted than the potholes.
It's more disgusting.
Okay.
Yes.
Today seems as hotter as yesterday, but the humidity is lower. How do you think there?
Or as yesterday. Oh, I mean, it was as hot as yesterday. Yep.
Great. Okay, so we're gonna finish with this phrasal 240. Okay, so this is gonna be homework, okay? I'm gonna send you a screenshot and let's do it until Sunday, okay?
Okay, so I send you a picture with the answers?
Yes, we can review that on Sunday, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, on
This is
Sunday
gonna-
is the test, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, before the test.
We could review this, yes. So with these three tests that you took, from the 50 questions that you did previously, you only had one mistake, right? And now let's see this 25. And if you don't have any mistakes, that means that you will have like 99, I guess.